Hello everyone. This video is going to be sort of like my dealings with anxiety and depression and what I've gone through and how I've dealt with it. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I'm not being sympathetic towards myself. I'm just telling you how it is, so you can relate to it if you can. So yeah, if I go first couple of since the last 2 or 3 years, all I wanted is a mortgage and a baby. We got rejected for a mortgage, and then we found out that we're pregnant, which I'm like ecstatic about, absolutely ecstatic about. But then that put a time limit on the on getting a mortgage, getting sorted out, because it's harder when you've got kids. So been feeling a bit shitty, a bit anxious, so I went to doctors. Next thing I know, I jumped through the loops. Next thing I know, I'm walking out the door with a box of citalopram, which is antidepressants for anxiety and depression. So okay, so I took one. Made me feel absolutely horrific, and after doing further research, I know that they can for a couple of weeks, and so I thought I ain't taking them. I don't like taking pills. And I felt crap ever since, and I ended up getting signed off work, with the anxiety side of it, and I couldn't be at work. This was a couple of months ago, and I thought, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll go see a mate for a week. So I packed my bags, if you like, went off, see my mate, get a bit of headspace. Whilst I was there, I had my first real panic attack. I didn't know it was a panic attack at the time, but it turns out it was a panic attack, and I honestly thought I was going to die. I'm qualified first aider, and the symptoms I were having was like I'm having an heart attack, like real tight banging chest, pains down my left arm, pins and needles, couldn't breathe, couldn't concentrate on anything. It really struck me as a panic attack. Anyway, they got me in, they calmed me down, and they gave me some diazepam or Valium, it's the same thing. And they said, take one of these, this will sort you out, only take them when you need them because it's extremely addictive. And to be fair, I think they saved my life. They did, and I took them when I needed them, everything was all right. And I started going to cognitive behavioural therapy, or CBT. It's like counselling, but it's not counselling, it's more therapy rather than counselling. I'm still going to that. Still off work at this point, and then struggling daily, couldn't leave the house, couldn't concentrate on anything, my thoughts were all over the place, panic attack symptoms daily, probably, 10, 15 times a day, and that was just from sitting in the house, not particularly doing anything. But with time, I learned how to deal with them. Breathing techniques help a lot. If you don't know and you think you're panicking, the best thing I ever got taught, and it works for me, is to breathe. Yeah, I don't mean like, I mean breathe properly. Yeah, so you want to inhale through your nose, and you want to fill your lungs up to the point where you feel like they're bursting. As much oxygen as you can ram in there. Hold it for a couple of seconds, and then exhale through your mouth. You want to be breathing right out, proper belly breathe, so it's almost so it hurts. You're absolutely squeezing every ounce of oxygen out your lungs. Yeah, and it gets rid of all carbon dioxide basically, because you shallow breathe when you're having a panic attack. And just repeat that. Shut your eyes and keep doing that, and steadily, everything comes right again. Your oxygen levels come right, and the dizziness goes away, and brings you back down. It doesn't sort you out, but it brings you back down. And that's the most valuable piece of information I ever got taught. That has saved my ass so many times. If you don't know, try it. If you didn't know, should I say, try it. Helps. Does help. So anyway, everything's going well with pregnancy. Got over the morning sickness. It's all good. Today is the day before our 20-week scan. Going to be the best time of my life, It's great. Get to see your kid moving about. How good is that, Anyway, day before yesterday, I woke up in the morning, and I'm doing all right anxiety-wise now and depression-wise, but I woke up with can only describe it like someone stabbed me in the kidney. Really, really bad kidney pains. And I got up and it sort of eased off and went back to work, because I've been back to work, by the way, now, which is, it's helping. You got to keep active, you know. So I made the plunge, went back to work anyway. Went to work, came home. My back started hurting again, my side. But I had itchy stomach. So I lifted my shirt up and I had like a rash, like a cluster rash, all grouped together, about the size of a £2 coin, I would think. And there's maybe like 15, 20 individual little dots, little rashes. I was like, that's not that good. So I rings doctors, explains, and they said, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. You need to come in. So they gave me an emergency appointment and I went in. Anyway, long story short, it turns out that I've got shingles. Can be brought on through stress, anxiety. Basically, I've got a low immune system because of the depression and the anxiety, so I'm susceptible to stuff like that, right? Any of you know anything about shingles, you can't be around pregnant women that haven't had chicken pox. Our lass has had chicken pox, so I'm all right on that part, but it means that I can't go to a 20-week scan. How shit's that? You know, the one thing I've been looking forward to for months and months, and I can't go to it. It's crushed me, but it's what it is. Can't risk infecting anybody else. And they say that it'll clear up over time, you know, a couple of weeks, and you'll start clearing up and the kidney pains will go. But what a kick in the balls. What a kick in the balls. But I'm not here to be sympathising with myself. My situation. There's nothing I can do about it. But the reason for this video is that if you're suffering with anxiety and depression, or you think you are, or even if you just don't feel right, you know, you question yourself, go see somebody. Go see somebody. Because there are people out there that'll help you, people out there that do understand what you're going through. And remember one thing, you are not on your own. You're not on your own. And the world is a fucking lonely place when you think that you're on your own. Like, it really is. I've sat on the sofa for 2 weeks solid, isolating myself, you know, and the only thing that kept me going was the fact that I'm having a kid. I'm having a kid and it's all I've ever wanted. That's the only thing that kept me going, you know. But talk to people. No matter how daft you think you are, talk to people. Go see your doctor. Talk to your neighbours. Anyone who's going to listen. They don't have to understand, they've just got to listen. And for me, talking helped. Might not for you. You know, you might need the citalopram or the diazepam or whatever they try and put you on. But I think I'm coming out of this the other side now. Well, I mean, the sheer fact that I'm making this video means that I'm coming out on the other side. I wouldn't have been able to do this before, but it's a hell of a battle, guys. It's a real struggle. It really is. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because it's not. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But I aren't going to let it beat me. You know, I aren't going to be the ones that, you know, trying to take their own life, or you just... And some people get like that. I never got that bad, but I can see why people do. But you're not on your own. You are not on your own. No matter how bad your situation is, your personal situation, you are not on your own. There's people out there to help. And they do help, and they do a bloody good job at helping. Go see somebody. Seriously. Don't just tolerate it, because it won't go away. Mine didn't. I tolerated mine for years. It never got bad, but it was always there. And having this baby and the mortgage, and it put a lot of pressure on me to get my shit together. And my mind just said, nah, poof, it imploded on itself. And this is the result. It's not pretty, but it's how it gets you. But sort yourself out, seriously. And if someone's feeling like this, and you're seeing this, and you want to talk, send me a message. Send me a message. I don't give a shit. I will talk to you. Send me a message. I might not be able to help, but I'll listen. It's a lonely world, guys. Make sure you talk. See you later. Thanks for listening.